The $50 million number is only 1/5 of what the potential could be if all of the apartments were rezoned in this area. And here are the figures to prove it.
For those reasons, I think there's more work to do. I do think it's premature to take it forward to a public hearing at this point. I won't be supporting this particular motion.
So a couple questions for staff. There's a flurry of emails that arrived in my inbox this morning because I tried not to look at it on the weekend. And I was really disappointed to see a missive from the Ambleside Dundurave Ratepayers Association, which was highly misleading. And I just would like staff to comment because I think there's a lot of confused people out there as a result of that missive, which conflated the issue of CACs with this 3.0 FAR. So could staff just comment on that, which I forwarded to you earlier?
And through the Mayor to Councillor Gambioli, it might be helpful for staff and just for the public to maybe if you could outline the points of concern that were raised in that email.
Well, the main concern that I was concerned with is that it purported that the district was going to be losing $50 million in CACs by instituting this policy. And I really believe that was a huge mathematical error in that there would be 2,000 new units that would be created and that we would no longer be getting any CACs as a result of this, this strategy that we're pursuing.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins.
Thank you, Your Worship. To Councillor Gambioli. So based on Council's direction 2 weeks ago, which was to provide a zone of up to 3 FAR to secure various benefits on behalf of existing tenants, once it's in a zone, philosophically, the CAC, if you like, the value created through that additional FAR is provided to tenants. And my understanding of the issue was precisely that council is looking for some kind of middle path, having not wanted to zone for tenure to FAR, based on not wanting there to be a down zoning or for it to be punitive to landowners, that should we go this route, we might be able to thread the needle, so to speak, that we can provide that base zoning for renters, and the additional value created is essentially, philosophically, the CAC, if you like, is the bonus that is being directed towards supporting our existing tenants, many of whom are on fixed incomes, many of whom are seniors, based on both the age of the building and the demographics. So I wouldn't say we're foregoing CACs, but once we're pre-zoning, essentially, should council proceed with this, then staff's responsibility, based on council's direction, is to capture that value towards a public interest, which in this case is very much the existing tenants of those 30 buildings.
Thank you. And there was also a flurry of emails from people living in these buildings who are tenants who were concerned that perhaps the relocation policy that is attached was not enough. And I just wanted to clarify that going to public hearing on April 8th, which is the next recommendation, doesn't mean that we can't amend the what's proposed in that section right now, because it doesn't deal with the use and density of the proposal. Am I right?
Through Your Worship, no, I would recommend a more conservative interpretation there, because it's a bonus density zone.
Okay.
It is a question of density, because the conditions of that additional density are the kinds of things that Councillor Gambioli, you're referring to. So I would recommend a conservative approach. If there's something Council would wish to amend, then staff's advice would be to do so now.
But I think there are some of us, most of us, I hope, who are really quite intent on making sure that we don't have the rent eviction problem take place in West Vancouver. So, Councillor Cassidy?
So Mayor Sager, in the course of the next while, you will be consulting with the stakeholder groups,
Yes.
not the Ambleside Dine Drape Ratepayers Association. About 5 years ago, they changed it to Residents Association, and the tenancy group that have come forward, and the stakeholders and so forth, because this is an extremely big move. If, technically speaking, you're looking at providing the opportunity for 7,000 to 8,000 more people moving into the Ambleside apartment zone, as some of the materials that I've read have indicated.
But Councillor Cassidy, the reality is there's probably not a single building in this community that will be redeveloped at a 3 FSR.
Well,
It's just that, but I think rather than debate that tonight, the goal here is to secure tenancies and find a fair balance. And if it needs more work, then let's do more work.
thank
So
you very much.
I'm going to ask Councillor Lambert if he would entertain a tabling motion. Well, I just want people to understand that we are going to continue to work on this, and my goal is to find some way that we can come to a unanimous agreement and do that. So
Someone else wants to second the motion?
I apologize, Mayor Sager. The motion was seconded for it to be withdrawn. Both the mover and seconder have to agree to withdraw
Okay.
it. It's on the floor.
Okay.
Correct. I apologize.
Okay, I'll call the question. All those in favor? And I'm in favor. Contrary, the motion fails, and we will just work on bringing this.
I apologize, Mayor Sager. I only saw 3 hands go up in opposition. Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5. Thank you very much.
Okay. We will continue to try and find some answer that will work. So please don't give up hope.